What's up everybody, this is Reese from C Manga and welcome to my review of Fairy Tail chapter 433, Ikusatsunagi. Apologies if I butchered that because that is one long and hard word. But anyway, it looks like someone has been taking some inspiration from Naruto and probably Bleach actually. And you know what, I actually really did like this chapter, it's like a lot of the kind of evil of Avatar was kind of toned down a bit. It's like, well, what do I mean by this? Well, the purification rituals, like where they're thinking, okay, they're going to be sacrificing innocent people, but you know, like I said, obviously the fact that it's been toned down, they're not actually killing innocents. In fact, what they're going to be doing is killing the people who were corrupted in the first place. But yeah, anyway, like I said, this chapter is actually pretty good. It was basically a whole Natsu versus Arlock, and Arlock, he has some pretty interesting magic to be honest. He basically kind of reminds me of Sakon and Yukon from the first series of Naruto. During the Sasuke retrieval arc, I think that's who they was. They used that Rushu Kumon. God, I am butchering Japanese names already. That Rukush, whatever, their little gate thing where they brought up all the wolves and stuff to stop Kiba when he was doing his whole mega Gatsuga thing. Basically, that's pretty much what Arlok was using to keep Natsu back. He come up with like throwing up one magic wall, which Natsu, being as strong he is, just broke straight through it, like no problem. I did kind of like the part, like after he broke through one of them, Natsu after he broke through one, this whole little charge attack thing. Arlok ended up throwing up like what 5 in a row, and it's like Natsu's just like, get this shit out of my way, man. Just charge straight through, breaking through every single one of them to give him that one blow to the face. It was sick. But one thing I actually did find pretty cool was the fact that Arlok pretty much tried to cheese Natsu, firing obviously his magic blast from behind the wall for it. It kind of reminded me of like some of my Bloodborne battles. For example, the Father Gascoigne battle. The way to cheese him is obviously just like, hide behind keep the gravestones in between you two, and then you can hit him through the gravestones and he can't reach you. Yeah. It just made me laugh, just because obviously it's like, I did this. But anyway, yeah, Arlok himself is a pretty strange guy to be honest, it's like, he actually said that he burned off his face in the name of Zeref. It's like, dude, you're crazy. So I was kind of expecting him though to kind of like say at some point after he used that, like Natsu's flames won't hurt him because he's endured the pain of burning off his own face. Something like that, something along those type of lines. That's pretty much like what I was expecting to hear, but no, we didn't actually get any of that. Instead it's like he was just lying on the floor, pretty much finished. And and this then kind of like goes into the whole Bleach part of this chapter. Arlok ended up proceeding to summon, using like a summoning jutsu to basically execute the purification ritual. So at first, when I first saw this part, I was literally sitting there thinking, oh my god, he summoned a meteor. He's going to use a meteor to destroy everything. So I mean, the scene did pretty much look exactly like when Madara, kind of like what Madara did during the whole war arc, when he first came along, where Kabuto's like, please show me your power. And he's like, okay, boom, brings down one meteor. But obviously, what we saw that came out of it now, that is when I was just like, oh my god, where the heck is Komamura? It's like, did he just go and use his Bankai somewhere? Yeah, Arlok ended up summoning the Ikutsus. I'm gonna butcher it again. Ikusatsunagi, one of the 18 battle gods, and this guy is freaking huge. He basically kind of looked like a bit like a Tengu demon. All armored up and everything. That's why I was like, oh my god, where the heck is Komamura? Because obviously it does look a little bit like his Bankai. But what's funny about it is Natsu, he just did not seem phased at all by this. In fact, it was just looking so pissed. Obviously at the fact that, Arlok's there sacrificing all his comrades and stuff. So what the hell is wrong with you? These are your nakama. Typical fairy tale thing. It's like Natsu don't give a shit what you do, just don't end up hurting your own friends, because then it's just like you're less than scum to him. So yeah, it looks like Natsu's pretty much ready to go ham on one of those battle gods, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing how that battle's going to proceed. I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, maybe it'll be like a nice little kind of struggle. Maybe you'll get everyone else kind of maybe jumping into it, because like, Urza, she looked kind of freaked out when she saw it. I was like, oh my god, what the hell is that? So yeah, it's like that's going to be the next chapter, and luckily we won't have to wait long for it because it is actually another double chapter this week. Not sure about next week, it might be again, but yeah, these double chapters, they're actually doing alright, So yeah, I guess that is it for this chapter. I kind of enjoyed it, it's like a lot of kind of throwbacks to other series, which I did quite like, and just other things. It kind of makes you think that maybe Mashiba's there like playing some Bloodborne at the same time when he was doing this or something like that. But yeah, that's about it for this chapter from me, guys. The usual thing to do at the end of these. Let me know what you thought about this chapter in the comment section below, and as usual, don't forget to check out our videos to do on the channel. So I'll see you next time.